Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
When I first heard about BEMER therapy, I was wondering, was it the BEMER car? Everyone thinks that.
Yeah,
cars don't need therapy, although probably some do. But no, I met this charming gentleman, Mark Farquharson, who is doing this with BEMER therapy, and we want to find out exactly what that is. So welcome to the show, Mark.
Thank you for inviting me, Anita. I really appreciate being here, and want to extend to the audience out there about this phenomenal therapy.
Yeah, well, we like to have people who are doing new things. I call it cutting edge, and
Okay.
I think you are handling something cutting edge. So tell us, if I came and spoke to you, give me like a little speech about BEMER therapy.
What it is, BEMER stands for Bioelectromagnetic Energy Regulator. I know it sounds like a mouthful, but it's actually very, very simple. It's an innovative product from Germany, and what it does, it stimulates magnetic therapy, and it does so throughout the whole body, and with that, it stimulates blood flow.
It's interesting. Before I met you, and I didn't know that, I forgot that was the name of it. I had a friend who was very much into, let's say, all sorts of therapy, from yoga to things that many people aren't interested in. And she told me about this new therapy. I didn't know it was called BEMER. It was something where you lie down on this mat, and the mat has certain applications of energy, and she was thrilled, and she bought one, and she's so excited. She said it's helping herself, her friends. So that's what it is, isn't it?
Yes, it definitely is. One of the things I want to do is make it very simple so the average person can understand what it is and what it does. First of all, I don't know if a lot of people are familiar that the Earth is a magnet, and it emanates a magnetic field. And that magnetic field affects our bodies, and it affects our cells. Now, for the last 100 years, we have what's called electrosmog, because we have telephone lines, we have TVs, we have laptops, and that's affecting the fields that affect our bodies. So that what this BEMER does is gives us that good electromagnetic field that will make our body feel good. And that's one of the simplest ways I could make so people can understand.
And when you talk to me about this, I realize there are no electrical cords. There's nothing really to be afraid of. It's just lying down, as my friend said. You lie down on this mat, and after 15 minutes, you just feel incredible.
Yeah, you feel, some people might feel a little bit of a tingling or a little bit of a warm sensation after their session. And one of the biggest things that you need to do is also drink water. You need to be very hydrated before and after whenever you get on the BEMER. That is very important.
Why is that?
Because when magnetic fields, you need a water medium whenever you do magnetic therapy. It makes a big difference.
Okay, so you're going to lie there and tell us why people would want to do this, besides the, just because it's going to help them restore health. But is this going to help disease?
Well, at BEMER, we don't make any claims. So, for whatever ailment you have, it could possibly help you. And the reason it does, because the BEMER itself, it does what's something called homeostasis, and it helps to bring the body into balance. So it helps your body heal itself. So whatever you got going on, the BEMER might be able to help you with it. And that's all I can say on that. I can't, make any medical claims.
I understand
obviously.
that, but I have, since I met you, I have been looking this up, and there are many people who have had certain kinds of diseases, and they've had all sorts of back pain, and they've had things that chiropractors and other kinds of doctors can't really help. But after lying on the mat, it has made a difference.
Yes.
Are you seeing that?
Yes. I've had a few people been on the mat, and one stands out in my mind. An 84-year-old man. He has COPD, AFib. He also has a lung problem, and he's been on the mat for about 4 months. He's been going to his doctors for the last 12 to 15 years, and he had just recently been to the doctor, and the doctor gave him said it's the best his heart and his lungs have been in the last 12 to 15 years.
And he said, so what are you doing, right?
And he's asking him, what is he doing? And he said, that's what I've been doing. I've been on the BEMER twice a day for the last 3 to 4 months.
And you can go on more than once
Yeah,
a
you
day?
can go more than once a day. It doesn't affect you.
Okay, so when people are listening to this and they say, well, how do I get information on it? I'm going to give everybody the phone number to call to talk to Mark Farquharson. But what you want to do is to get your pencils out. This is Pencil Talk Radio. So you're going to call Mark at 561-322-8879. That's 322-8879. And Mark is going to probably make an appointment. They could either come see you or you can go see them.
Yes.
And you will bring this, do we call it a mat?
You can bring the device.
It's a device.
Yeah. But it hooks up to a mat about the size of a yoga mat. So people are familiar with that size, which they can lay on. Anybody over, say, 6'2", their legs will kind of hang off the mat. But, most people are under 6'2", so they'll fit pretty well.
And I know there's no cost for this consultation. Anyone can call you.
Anyone can call me, and they'll have a free demo.
Well, I think this is major. How did you find out about this?
I love the health and wellness industry. I take care of myself. Me personally, I've been using the mat. I have fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, which is rare for a male, but I must have some extra estrogen, which is fine. I'm okay with that. And I've had it for about 15 years, and I've tried just about everything on the market. And the BEMER is the only thing that has helped me in the last 3 to 4 months since I've been using it myself personally. So it's making a big difference in my life. And I know there's a lot of women out there with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, which I hope to get this too, especially.
And so they really, once they purchase this from you, they don't really need you there. You just show them how to lie down and what to do. And do they lie on their back, on their stomach, on their side?
Yeah, they lay on their back. And the BEMER also come with different applicators. So if they have specific ailments in like the knee joints or the elbows or back pain or anything else, then they can have specific applicators for that specific point area.
So the magnetic power goes directly to that place.
That place,
more than
exactly.
Just
more than the general body, because it's a general wellness product. So you can feel well all the time. It's not just for when you're sick. It's actually to keep you well so you don't get sick.
It's interesting we should be talking about this because I'm very good friends with a person who is a healing therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And she does a lot of things verbally to talk to you, but the whole point is she'll say you can heal yourself. It's the magnetic pulse is everywhere.
It's everywhere, exactly.
Yeah, because most people are not trained to pull it in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're saying then. So
the BEMER is essentially, because we weren't meant to live in the cities. Normally we lived along the sea, we walked along the beach before, and with us living in the cities, we have gotten away from the magnetic therapy that would affect our bodies. And then once again, coming back to what's called the electrosmog, the TVs, the electrical current that's running across, that's the bad EMF, electromagnetic frequency. So what the BEMER does is put the good EMF back into your body that will affect you to let you feel good. And that's the great thing about the BEMER.
It's very interesting you should say that. That's why I believe people are attracted to the beach, to the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
People who can afford to live on the ocean. I mean, it's a great benefit. They may not realize that. I mean,
they're getting a
like
hell
the
of a
beauty,
benefit. Yeah.
But that's really what. So when people go on vacation, where do they want to go? They're drawn to the ocean.
Drawn to the ocean.
People and when people want to eat out.
When they walk on the sand, they're getting huge amounts of EMFs.
Is that right?
Yes.
The sand.
Yeah.
It's hot during the day, but I guess
it's big.
That's good. Yeah, that's something to think about.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to go back to the beach and walk on the sand in the morning. Huh? Yeah. That's a very positive idea. Well, we do know that there are a lot of people who do have complaints of illness, whether they're 45 or they're 95.
Mm-hmm.
And if this is going to make a difference, and they could purchase this, and is there a guarantee of how long it lasts? I mean, let's say they're doing really great, and then It will be forever or what? Do you know?
Well, the thing about this product, it's a cumulative effect. The more you use it, the better you'll start feeling. And also, the product comes with a 3-year warranty, and it's something that you'll use for the rest of your life. It's like exercising. You don't exercise, and once you get the body, you stop exercising. You exercise for the benefits of it. So it's the same thing with the BEMER. The more you use it, the better off you're going to feel. So it's a cumulative effect.
So I know you're very smart, so maybe I can ask you this question. Scientifically, how does the magnetic field stay in there?
Well, all the products are laced with magnets, but what's so awesome about this product is that it's how I kind of relate it is if you think of your cell phone, what it is today and what it was 20 years ago. It's because of innovation why it's so much better than it was. And it's the same thing with magnetic fields. What we have is a very innovative product, and the magnetic field that emanates from the product, it's done on a signal. And the product is made in Germany, and I can't go into the scientific parts of it, but that's what you get. When you lay on the mat, it's a signal that goes right through the body. Before, when you had a magnet, it was just that specific area of the body. Now, when you lay on the magnet, it's a signal that goes right through the body.
And I'm sure that you've been aware for so many years. Let's see, when I first started doing all this kind of work 25 years ago, people were selling you magnetic bracelets. They were selling you magnet. They everything was magnetized.
Yeah.
So they were on.
They were onto something.
They're onto something,
Yeah.
but it's not.
But now it's the innovation that's making it the best that it can be. Because before, yes, it worked, but now, think about whatever they were using was about 10% of what this does. This takes it to 110%.
We have to get people to start using it. We have to get them to call you, to meet you. You're very charming. You're very smart.
Thank you.
And I think this would be great. So you're going to call Mark at 561-322-8879. That's 322-8879. Now, if you have your Boomer magazine, you will go to page 6 and you will see something there that kind of shows what your body looks like if it's in dis-ease.
Yes.
And then what it could look like.
It shows the blood flow of the body. Because as we age, we start to slow down as far as our blood flow is concerned. And blood flow is very essential to our life. It brings oxygen, brings water, and it removes waste. So it's very crucial. So if you're getting old or if your body is diseased, then blood flow is very crucial. So this BEMER starts to open up those small, what's called micro vessels. And those are where most of the action happens in the body. And when most people think about blood flow, they're thinking about the veins or the arteries, but 75% of the blood flow happens in the micro vessels. And that's where the BEMER works.
You're absolutely right, because it's harder for it to for that to get through those little tiny vessels.
So over time, the BEMER, as you lay on it, and it's scientifically proven by its German scientist called Rainer, Rainer Klopp, Rainer Klopp in Germany, that realized what this BEMER will do to the body, and it's scientifically proven. After they show someone before they go on the BEMER how their blood vessels are working, and they show someone 8 minutes later after, and it shows what the BEMER is doing. And so that's phenomenal. So we know it works.
That is, and that's not. You would not do this casually. I get the feeling of what have you been doing in your life before you really got started with this?
Personally, I used to personal train for a very long time, and then I got sick, and I had to figure out a way around that. And I trade currencies at night because I couldn't physically work anymore. And then I met someone years ago that I had trained, and her and her husband got the BEMER and introduced me to it. And when I saw it, it just made sense to me.
But you're in such great shape. Are you telling me before you started working with this, you were having those other problems? And
I still do. It hasn't gone, but it has diminished about 30%. Which is huge for someone with fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue. So I can't wait for a year from now.
And so how often do you get on your mat?
Twice a day.
Twice a day. And then does it make you tired? Do you have to go to
sleep?
No. It
not
energizes
at all.
you.
Yeah, energizes you, exactly. It has made a huge difference in my life.
Is the mat large enough for two people to lie on it together? Sorry.
No, just one. But actually, this I want to say, for people who don't know, magnetic fields affect all living organisms. So when it comes to plants and animals, if you put this particular product in your home, your pets are going to love you. So for those who love pets, once you turn that machine on, if you're going to lay on it, if you have a little dog or cat, they can lay on it with you. If it's a bigger animal, they can lay on it by themselves. The great thing, people talk about placebo, like we're going to think you lay on it, oh, I don't feel anything. But you turn that mat on, if you have a cat or a dog, and that dog and cat will run right to it and lay on it for the whole time that product is on. So for those who talk about placebo, you'll see the placebo. There's no placebo with a dog or a cat can't say, oh, this doesn't work. No, they go right to it because they know it's working. Because we as human beings can't sense the magnetic field, but the dogs or cats can. It's like when somebody is sick, you see a dog or a cat is right around you. If there's the imminent danger or the weather is changing, dogs or cats know. So with the magnetic field, you turn that on in your home, they're running right to it.
Well, we have a lot of pet owners. I would think this would be very great for people with pets.
Will be very phenomenal.
And then it'll help them in case they have something. Well, this is super, Mark. I'm so glad you came here to be on our radio show and to talk about this. And, of course, yesterday you did the big Boomer Expo.
Yes, it was my first time at the Boomer Expo.
Did you meet nice people?
Yes, most of the people were just phenomenal. Very nice to be around. We had a lot of people who went on the BEMER, tried it, because once somebody goes on the BEMER, then it starts to attract the attention. And
what are you doing lying down on the floor?
What are you doing lying on this? So it was great, and it was awesome to be there.
Yeah, well, I know that it was nice to see you there, and we have a great Boomer Expo, and we have so many, not only great people coming, but great volunteers, and 007, you did get to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very special, and the music was beautiful.
Yes, your entertainment was phenomenal.
So I'm thinking, someone could buy this, and does it come like in like a roll, a package or something? How do you carry it around?
Well, it comes in a beautiful package. I mean, I know, for those who are familiar with German technology, everything fits where it's supposed to be. So it comes in a phenomenal package. And then, you can get a suitcase to take it around if you don't want to destroy the package that it comes in. You can get a nice
does it fold up? Is that
yeah, it folds up. And you can just put it in a nice luggage container and take it around. And you can take it with you. It has different, like I said, different applicators. It even have what's called the B-sit. Because remember, Americans they spend a lot of time sitting in offices. So it has it's called a B-sit, where you can sit on it while you're working. Because between driving and sitting in offices every day, people spend about 10 hours a day sitting. So if you're spending 10 hours a day sitting and 8 hours a day sleeping, there's not too much for activities. So you don't have time to do the blood flow for those who are not exercising. So this is great for people who are constantly working behind a desk, because it has a B-seat where you can sit on and it will stimulate the blood flow.
Learning so much about this.
So if you're driving, long journey, you're going on the long flight, that's another thing. So there's so many different applications.
And you educate people. When someone comes and they want to buy this from you, you sit and you describe everything?
Yes,
you demonstrate it?
I demonstrate and let them know everything and the potential of this product. Because I strongly believe this is just, like I said, the Germans are, look at BMW, Mercedes, and all that, anything that comes out of Germany. It's just a phenomenal product.
Out of Europe, as a matter of fact. They've been ahead.
Yeah, they've been ahead when it comes to wellness products. And this product is not new. This is 17 years of this product. It's used in Germany, in the hospitals, it's in spas, it's in all the health places all over Germany and in different parts of Europe.
The problem is that our FDA always seems to have to take all the time to get things while we're suffering.
Exactly.
And so they're able to come up with products before that's necessary.
Exactly.
But it is, and it's not FDA approved.
Yes, it is a FDA Class 1 registered.
Absolutely,
yes,
really?
Yes.
Well, that is phenomenal.
Yes.
That shows that it's not going to do any harm.
No.
And it probably will do good.
A lot of good. This is for people who want to take back their health. Yes, your doctor will only, will tell you what you need to do, but this is for someone who wants to take their health into their own hands. Because at the end of the day, it is your health.
Yeah, my friend, actually, she caught me off guard because she was telling me about this, and I thought, what is this? And she said, and I know, and she's struggling with money, as a matter of fact, and she said, but I have to have this. She said, it's going to be great. And she went on and on and on. And then she called me. She said, Anita, you've got to come over and try this. I love it. And she's having like little parties where everybody comes and they lie down on the mat. And
it's, it's just got so many uses. I had a woman on it that had a problem. She just had dental work done. I put it on her jaw where she had the dental work done. 3 days later, the pain was gone.
All right, so you're lying down on it, but what are you putting on her jaw?
One of the applicators. Remember,
yes, you said you had an applicator.
That full body mat, and then they have different applicators.
An applicator that is attached to the
device. The device, yeah. The device hooks up to the mat, and then different applicators.
So really what you're saying is you can take it anywhere.
You can take it anywhere and use it on any part of the body. If somebody has eye surgery, you have something that you can wrap around the head, and because remember, it's stimulating the blood flow. So whenever you have an injury or you get hurt or you're a disease, most of the times it's not proper blood flow that's getting into it, especially somebody with diabetes. There's also another applicator that we have. It's for LED light therapy. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yes, I am.
NASA developed LED light therapy. And that's another thing that we have a partnership with NASA, where it's in the spacesuits, because I don't know if you know, when the astronauts leave our atmosphere, there's no more magnetic field that affects their bodies. That's why when they go out of space and they come back for about a year, some of these people, they grow like the astronaut that left the last time. He grew about 2 inches. Took him about 2 to 3 weeks to come back to where he was.
No, you kidding? He grew?
Yes. He's got a lot of metabolic changes. So they're developing a spacesuit, a suit that will have this technology in there to ensure that these astronauts, their health is not affected as much when they leave the atmosphere.
Well, whatever company is making this, I would think that they should get into the pediatric
you can use
departments for kids, departments and people who have cancer or things that, it's going to make them feel better and hopefully will help with the disease. But I was actually thinking more of even smokers. I know so many smokers and they all want to stop smoking. And at least this would help them in the meantime.
Smoking is more of a mental thing.
I know, but at least it would help them to not make that smoke affect the lungs that it's doing.
As bad,
it would be an in-between thing, because I've had some people just die recently, and it just affects me so much about it. But this looks like, wow, they ought to get this in the schools. They ought to get this everywhere. So you want to be the everywhere guy, don't you?
Yeah, I want to get this to anyone who's interested in taking their health back, because that's what it's all about. We only have one body. This is not a dress rehearsal. And people have to remember that. This is you only get one chance at this. So
if someone wants to buy this, can they pay for it on time? How do they make? Can they make payments, or how do they do that? Right now,
it's just strictly through a distributor like myself. You buy it directly. There's no payment option right now, but they are working on something that somebody will be able to do it through a payment plan.
Okay, and in the meantime, can they come? This sounds crazy. Could they come to where you are? You take them, and would you, if they can't quite make the decision or do it, will you just do therapy with them and just charge them for that? Is that possible?
Well, I'm looking into that right now. I can't do that. I'd have to set up a facility to do that.
Oh, yes, and you have to, that's right, probably have a license, or maybe you could take it where someone has that.
Yeah, so I'm looking into a few places where I could partner with and have, if I get clients, send the people to them and get a BEMER in there where they can start doing the therapy. Because
I think that sounds good.
Yeah, because I want this to, get it out to as many people as possible. Because there's a lot of people who can benefit from this. And
how long did you say that someone had to stay on it to gain benefit? You said 10 minutes or 20 minutes?
There's three different session modes, 8, 16, and 20. And then also depends on how many times a day you can come for the therapy. You can come, if you have it personally, you go on it twice a day for 8 minutes. If you're going to go somewhere, if somebody has it, a chiropractor or a physical therapist, you could go there 2 or 3 times a week, or as many times as you can go. But like I said before, it's all cumulative. Every time you go on there, your blood cells starts to open more. So the more you can go, the better off you'll feel, and the quicker you'll get there. So, everyone is different. So it's going to take time, depends on what you have.
And
But,
can you put this on your bed, like your mattress, and like sleep on it at
yes,
night?
it also has a sleep mode. So if you personally have it, you can sleep on it overnight. So when you get up every morning, you're just refreshed from sleeping on the BEMER.
You're kidding.
Yes. No, I'm not kidding.
I was being a little playful.
No,
I didn't realize.
no. It has a sleep mode. 8 hours. You can set it for 8 hours. And what happened is it has two models, and the Pro series that you can hook up 2 applicators to it. So if you got the BEMER with all the accessories, you can order an extra mat. So if you're married or have a partner, then the both of you can sleep on it at the same time overnight.
This is amazing.
Yes.
Are you? And I was just going to say, are you aware of this great thing that you've just?
No, I am.
You are aware.
I'm very aware of what I got, but it's when you have
very
great products, it's hard to get great products out there because people always think, oh, this is just another. But you have to push through that barrier and get to the people and educate them and let them know that, look, this stuff works.
Right. Well, there are enough people now, I think, that have them and have had treatments that you could do a lot of testimonials.
Yes, definitely. Here in the it's just starting to come to the United States, but we have a couple of thousand with the different distributors that have great testimonials. And also when you have chronic pains, which is something that you've had over a long time, it's going to take a little while. If you have acute pain, something that just happened, the BEMER will help within 2 to 3 days.
That's very
Somebody has
important.
surgery,
Yeah.
you get them on the mat, they will cut their recovery time in about a third.
That is very, very fine because it's that time when people get in serious trouble with this and it forms, blood clots and all sorts of things. This sounds wonderful. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you very much, Mark. Please call him to learn more at 561-322-8879.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.
It was a pleasure, Mark.
All right. Have a great day.